Hello, it's Warren Peacock again, WPM Network. Another interesting article from the Oklahoma Transportation News I thought that you might be interested in, and I want to read and quote. It is some states get share of stimulus money faster, and it's about the stimulus money and how fast it is going to the states. Now, nearly 6 months after President Obama signed the $787 billion stimulus plan, some states, such as California, have collected more than half of the money that's been promised to them so far. 10 others, such as Alaska, New Hampshire, and Wyoming, have been paid less than a quarter, the review of federal spending report shows. How quickly the states draw on their stimulus fund depends largely on states' actions and needs, said Ed DeSteve, Obama's senior advisor on the stimulus. The administration has pushed states to spend some of the aid more quickly. Just as we push ourselves to get money to the states quickly, we are urging the states to push the funds out quickly, says Education Department spokeswoman Sandra Abrovaya. Obama said 2 months ago he was not satisfied with the pace of spending and vowed to accelerate it. Since then, the Education Department has made $2.7 billion available months sooner than planned. The money has flowed fastest to distressed states like California and Michigan, which have moved swiftly to claim their share of the federal aid. Both those states have plans carefully to avoid even more severe problems when stimulus money runs out, says Nicholas Johnson of the Center of Budget and Policy Priorities. Officials in states such as Illinois and Massachusetts that have gotten aid more quickly say they are preparing for the end of their stimulus aid by raising taxes and cutting expenses. You always have to balance being quick with being responsible, says Chrissy LaFleur, a deputy chief of the staff of Democratic Governor Pat Quinn. In other states where money has flowed more slowly, such as Texas and West Virginia, officials say they did not need the money as urgently because their economic outlook is not as dire. Some complain federal rules have caused delays. It often seems more like red tape than recovery, says Todd Stacy, a spokesman for Alabama Governor Bob Riley. Other examples of how states are handling stimulus aid: West Virginia, which got about 24% of the stimulus aid, did need the money as quickly because the recession hit West Virginia later, says Matt Turner, a spokesman for Governor John Manchin. In Alaska, battles that erupted after Governor Sarah Palin proposed rejecting a third of the money has slowed the pace of aid, says Jack Kreinheder, a state budget official. He says the lag is not causing us any kind of severe problems. The stimulus includes $499 billion in new federal spending. Much of that goes to state governments. How much each state ultimately gets varies depending on a slew of federal funding formulas covering everything from roads to schools. In the nearly 6 months since Obama signed the plan, the government has allocated about $200 billion in aid, but has only paid out about $76 billion. This is an update on the stimulus plan from the Washington. And I hope that it's been of interest to you, and I hope that you will get some benefit of this. See you next time.